So I thought I'd make a little video of my sort of history with shapeways, I guess, or history with 3D printing in general. Um, so I discovered shapeways a few years ago and bought a few models. These are just little mathematical and kind of cool, just very fine, fine detailed models. And fine details are cheap. That's the key thing with 3D printing, is that complexity is cheap. It's all just based on the volume of material, how much material you actually use. So anyway, then I decided, well, I should start getting involved myself. So back there is a little Robot Nation test guy, robot guy. That's where you can design your own kind of creature. But anyway, so I got some material samples. Actually, I saw these guys at saw Shapeways at SIGGRAPH and learned a little bit about what they were doing. And last summer, and got a material sample and started to go to town with Mindways. And here's a little thing from Alexander Bowden, as far as he made these these cool little things. These are some of the very first things made in color with Minecraft. And anyway, let's see. So these are my first test models. Were these teapots. And obviously no color and so on. I just wanted to see if I could get the forms out and see if they print okay. And here we have the first thing I actually printed was in color was a Eiffel Tower. This is not the original one. This is much later. This is a test of texturing. But anyway, the original is Living in Atlanta with Mauricio Vives. And anyway, so the rest is history. Here's sort of going ahead. We have a bunch of different models here. Let's see, this Sentinel Castle. We have this cactus. We have this Museum of the Stuff, where there is sort of one of each cube in Minecraft at the time inside this teapot. So this teapot was printed as two separate models and glue them together. This thing back here is kind of a strange thing. It's this slice of spawn. It's kind of a failed experiment in a way because it doesn't look very interesting. But if you get in there, you can sort of see the just a slice of our spawn area, and you can see little blocks and so on. Like down here, for example, is this underground tree farm. So you see a bunch of trees there, a slice of the trees. Over here, there's this whole station. It's just a slice of our community station, and there's a bunch of redstone wirework and so on down below. Let's see, this is just Happy Home. This is The Guardian, which the joke is, darn contractors, they printed this guy upside down, or they built it upside down. So this is a real live model in our world that's actually upside down, built upside down using Binvox. I was able to build this. And so anyway, some other things. Let's see, X the Unknown, which is just my little sort of secret scientists, how do I want to say, not mad scientists, perturbed scientists, that's the word we like to use. His little lair, so you can see little details on the top, like there's a little portal to the nether and so on. Let's see, this is Minecraft in a bowl, which is really just about my favorite. It's just a very cool little model. It's actually hollow inside, and it's got this, I didn't make this, but it's just this great little model of sort of a little Minecraft world that's made, that's in a bowl with water pouring over the edge. These are bracelets made out of various Minecraft blocks, and if you go in for detail, you can sort of see, little details like this one. If I show it, I don't know if it'll show up in the film, but there's little TNTs here that anyway, little TNT blocks, for example, and you can actually read TNT on the side and so on. Here's another little mini one, a little, another Eiffel. This one's actually from Figureprints, and sort of another exporter of Mindways, and they have a kind of slick interface, sort of a different attitude than Mindways. I mean, it's a commercial venture and so on, but a pretty cool program. And anyway, let's see, this is just a little piece of X the Unknown again. Let's see, what is it? It's like I mostly did it for the redstone wiring on the top. It's basically sort of a mad music machine that does all kinds of odd things. And let's see what else we got. We've got a skull from the Lost Empires, and we got one of the Pac-Men from the Isthmus of Blissness. And then I thought I'd end with just the Swiss village. Basically, there's tons of these little Swiss houses and so on that I printed out. I printed them once actually with Shapeways, and then they sort of decided to not print them again because they were afraid that the little bits would break off the chimneys and so on. But a guy at 3D Systems nicely enough said, "Oh sure, I'll print you a bunch." So he printed me out a bunch of these. And anyway, that's about it. That's where I am. That's sort of my 6 months of Mindways printing right here. And anyway, I just thought I'd show that off. There's other models that I printed, but have just printed to send to friends and so on. Other people in our world that have been building interesting stuff. And that's all, folks. Bye now.